Hello and welcome to the Irish Aesthete. Previously I've been speaking about Doneraile Court, County Cork, and the family for which it was built, the St Ledgers, Viscounts Doneraile. Doneraile Court is an early 18th century house, thought to have been designed by architect Isaac Rothery, but enlarged and aggrandised over the following century. In the 1860s, for example, the fourth Viscount added a very large dining room, long since demolished after it became riddled with dry rot. Lord Doneraile also ordered much new furniture for the building, such as a set of elaborately carved chairs made by Strahans of Dublin. There was also a fine conservatory just visible in the left-hand corner of this picture, and elaborate gardens were laid out. In 1887, the fourth Viscount died without a male heir, so the title went sideways, as eventually did the property. This would happen several more times over the next 100 years. The seventh Viscount, for example, was born and lived in New Zealand until he inherited both title and the estate in 1941. He and his wife had no children, and following his death in 1957, she remained alone in Doneraile Court. Then, in 1968, a 47-year-old Californian truck driver called Richard St John St Ledger arrived in Ireland with his wife and children. He claimed to be the heir to Doneraile Court and moved into the house. An application was lodged with the British House of Lords for his claim to the title to be recognised. Meanwhile, Richard St Ledger and his family began refurbishment on the building with the intention of opening it to the public. However, just days before that happened, the trustees of the estate gained an injunction in the High Court in Ireland against the opening of the building on the grounds that its floors were unsafe. The trustees then proceeded to sell its entire contents to a consortium of antique dealers, followed by the library at a public auction. Soon afterwards, Ireland's Land Commission bought the estate. Richard St Ledger's claim to the title was never proven. He eventually moved back to the United States, where he died. His son now claims to be the 10th Viscount Doneraile. Meanwhile, back in Ireland, Doneraile Court sat empty and falling into disrepair. In May 1976, it was announced that the building would be leased by the state to the Irish Georgian Society rent-free on condition that the organisation undertook to restore Doneraile Court. It was a mammoth task because by then the house was in very bad shape. The Irish Georgian Society appealed for help from its supporters, and under the supervision of Arthur Montgomery, the building's dereliction was gradually brought under control. In 1994, after some £500,000 had been spent on Doneraile Court, the Irish Georgian Society handed the building back to the state, at which point the doors were once again closed to the public and remained like that for the next 25 years. In fairness, a lot of fine work was duly undertaken on the surrounding parkland, which is now hugely and rightly popular with visitors. But, as I say, for the next quarter of a century, Doneraile Court remained closed and shuttered. Visiting it a few years ago, it was sad to see the house sitting empty and unloved in the middle of this fine estate. There seemed to be no positive future for the property, but this is, as promised, a story with a happy end. And in the next episode, I'll tell you how Doneraile Court's fate was turned around and how it has now enjoyed a wonderful renaissance. I look forward to seeing you then. Thank you so much for watching the Irish Aesthete. Goodbye.